We are live. Welcome back to the Relevant podcast, where relevance is the only thing that matters. I'm your host, Rello. This is my co-host, Rob, and we talk about everything from sports, pop culture, and all that in between. Join us as we dive into everything that's
What?
relevant.
What
Yo, ain't nothing, man. What's up with you?
Blessed. Blessed and
Blessed.
highly favored.
Blessed and highly favored. Bless up, youngin. Bless up.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you know, we get into it. We get right into it. March Madness is upon us. And there were two women's college tournament games, Final Four games that happened last night. First of them being NC State Wolfpack versus South Carolina Gamecocks. And first off, I just want to say that you already know I was going for USC. Well, not USC, but South Carolina.
Yeah.
To win the whole thing. And in the first half, NC State and Isaiah and all them, they gave South Carolina everything they can handle. They gave them everything you wanted to work with. They was about the shits. They was with the shits. That's the young folks like to say. First half, the South Carolina was only up 1 point. So it was looking like it was going to be a ball game for the ages. However, once that third quarter hit, South Carolina's outscored North Carolina State 29-6. So they were able, in the fourth quarter, they were able to rest most of their starters and get them ready for the championship game on Sunday. I would say one of my biggest takeaways from this game is Camila Cardozo is a handful for anybody to work with. She was not playing with them girls. 10 for 12 to 22 points.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that Coach Don Staley got those girls playing, and I think they on a mission, especially after the heartbreak that they suffered last year. I think it was to Iowa, right?
Yeah.
So them girls are ready. I think they on a mission. And what are your takeaways from this game?
So shout out to North Carolina State. Those girls can hoop. I got to shout them out. What's the name? Zaza. That's what they call it.
Isaiah.
I think her nickname is Zaza, something like that.
Sure, maybe.
Yeah, Isaiah, but she can hoop, man. I love her game. I swear she'd be working out with like some pros or something. Like looking like she did workouts with James Harden the way she be hooping, because she got like his whole skill set. Their guard, the taller, dark skinned one, she could go, and I like their point guard. She a freshman. I'm not sure if none of them are seniors. They're gonna be tough next year. So I'm not sure about that. But as far as South Carolina goes, they just got too much. I think as far as like starting talent goes, we can say it was pretty even. What separated South Carolina is when those girls come off the bench and they just come at you in waves. They played 9 people. I think North Carolina State probably, but not only do they play 9 people, they play 9 people that can contribute. Right? They play 9 people that are going to give you something.
Yep.
Most of these other teams are going to play like 7 people, and really only 3 going to give you 3 or 4 might give you something.
Okay.
Big girl for South Carolina,
Cardozo.
She a problem.
The whole problem.
She a problem, and then
that girl a whole math equation, bro.
And then I think what is her name? I think her last name is Wilson, not Will.
No. I know exactly who you talking about. Where's she at? Oh, she don't even start.
Yeah, she starts and comes off the bench, right? Between her and the white girl, they rotate a little bit.
It's, her name is, because she was a problem, Ashlyn Watkins.
Yeah, Watkins. There we go. Yeah, 20 rebounds, man. 8 points, 20 rebounds.
It was easy.
Super athletic, defend, and that's really what South Carolina does. They defend.
Mm-hmm.
They defend. They defend. They defend. They all play defense. They gonna be up in you. Ain't no time to breathe. Ain't no time to relax. And they got people that can score. So yeah, shout out to South Carolina. Shout out to Dawn Staley. My problem with picking these teams is I always be picking teams that I like to win. So like, I'd be like LSU, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. South Carolina, if you're just looking at a roster top to bottom, I can't even tell you who the starters are. Like I could tell you who the starters are outside of Cardoza. Like they all just look interchangeable to me.
They're just a complete team. That's pretty much what it is. I mean, like you said, Ashlyn Watkins. I was when I was watching it, it seems like when you watch the game, you would see that she has only like 4 points, but you look at it and you like, ain't no way she only got 4 points. But then you look further into the box score, like you said, she got 20 boards. Like she is super active out there. Like she is everywhere. And the one thing that I like about her game is her hands. It's like she got what they used to put on those NFL wide receiver hands, the little sticky glue or whatever.
Yeah, sticky glue, something like that. Yeah.
It seems like she got sticky glue out there. Like if a ball come off the rim, off the board, you might as well go ahead and pin it in that she gonna grab that board.
Yeah. We talk about certain type of players. Are they like championship type players? She's a championship type of player. She reminds me of Draymond Green.
I swear to God, I was thinking the exact same thing. That is her comp.
Yeah. Easy comp. Draymond Green. And she just developed like maybe one little move to go to, like mid-range jump shot or something like that. Although, you know what I'm saying? Like I like her game. I like her development. Super athletic, plays hard, plays passionate. She's a star in my eyes.
Right. And their point guard, the point guard for South Carolina, she reminds me a lot of the point guard that comes off the bench for LSU. The LSU point guard is Poa, right? Yeah. And then the guard for South Carolina is Pow Pow. It's like whenever she's in the game, something good happens.
Pow Pow start.
Pow Pow does start, yes.
Okay,
I'm just saying, like, if she out there, something good gonna happen.
Gotcha.
Like she's just like she's not a whole ball of energy, but I guess for lack of a better term, her energy, her essence, her aura, right? It just exudes confidence in the other players, right? And she knows how to get the ball. She knows how to get the ball to Cardoso. That's her job, right? She orchestrates the offense, make sure the team is running like a well-oiled machine, right? Our bread and butter is through Cardoso. Let me get her the ball, feed her, let the big man get happy, and then everybody else can eat off of that.
Yeah, big girl. Let the big girl get happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big. What we call them? We call them big fellas. What do you call them? What would you call them? A girl.
I don't know, because when you say it might be derogatory. They might say some kind of offense to it.
The center. The center lady. I don't.
Just call her Big Shirley's.
Yeah. You gotta be careful because you never know. But yeah, you don't know. I think they're I think they're gonna win it all. I don't see why they wouldn't. Well, Caitlin Clark, but we'll see.
Yeah. Speaking of Caitlin Clark, she also was in the Final Four last night, and she had a rough first half. It wasn't looking as good. The UConn Huskies, they came out ready to play. They was up at one point by like 10 or so, something like that, because they had like 10 steals in the first half.
Like 12. I think it was 12.
Yeah, 12 steals in the first half. It was a wrap on that. But the only problem before I get into that, Iowa goes on to beat UConn by 71-69. So, but one of my biggest takeaways from this game is that UConn only had 6 players. So therefore, if they had their whole accoutrement their whole complement of
Yeah.
players,
Yeah.
this game wouldn't have been close.
Yeah.
Because in the first half they was giving Iowa everything they can handle, right? Like you said, 12 steals in the first half. Iowa could not keep the ball in their hands. It was just utter chaos. But when that second half rolled around and I'm only playing 6 people, everybody starts getting tired. The same energy that I had in the first half is no longer there. And I wouldn't expect them to be able to keep up that energy because that's a lot to ask for playing only 6 players.
Yeah.
And especially when Iowa is playing, they play 8, right?
Yeah.
And my unsung hero, my MVP of this game is not even Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Because as I was watching it, the one that really stuck out to me, the one that kept them in the game and made it possible for Iowa to even, well, for Caitlin Clark to even get off in the second half was their center, Haley Stokey.
Open.
Hannah Stokey. I'm sorry.
Open.
What? It was a completely different girl than I seen in the Elite 8. Because in the Elite 8, she just looked like that. She was just out there stealing oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But when she stepped on the court last night, she was the reason that they won this game, in my opinion. Hannah Stokey, 23 points. Damn, she only had 3 rebounds, but those 23 points were impactful 23 points.
Yeah, and
Like
she's putting people in trouble.
Exactly. And then that's what they needed too, because like I said, UConn only had 6 players play. What were your takeaways from the Iowa UConn game?
Oh man, my takeaways. So to your point, they only played 6 players, right? But it's not just the 6 players this game. It's 6 players the game before, 6 players the game before.
Mm-hmm.
So it just wears on you.
Yep.
That's one. My other takeaway is the refs need to do better.
Oh yeah, you can't make that call, man.
Yeah.
I mean, no, you can make that call, but it has to be a call to be made. To me, I don't think that was. I'm assuming that you're talking about the moving screen or the legal screen.
About the whole game.
Okay.
The whole game. So, it was little calls, right? So we know they only got 6 players, right?
Yeah.
We know they only got 6 players, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you play basketball, right? It's 5 fouls. So if I get a foul in the first quarter, like one play, Caitlin was cutting to the hole, was trying to cut to get the ball. The girl kind of didn't touch her. They just called a little ticky-tack foul.
Mm-hmm.
So now that changes how I play defense.
Yep.
Right? Then I pick up a second foul. That then changes how I play defense again. Right? So now by you calling little ticky-tack fouls that you aren't sure fouls, because when we watch women's basketball, right, you've seen them go up, nobody touches them, they just fall down. Right?
Yeah.
And it's across women's basketball, not taking a shot at it, but that's just the reality of it, right? So the refs need to know, like, okay, just because this person starts falling don't mean somebody touched him, right? Cardosa, I think she did it the first game. Like, she went to make a move and just fell down and had to back. Ain't no, it's like, show the replay, like, ain't nobody even touch her, right? So there was a lot of plays like that I don't think should have been fouls. And by you calling those fouls, that alters the way UConn has to play. Mm-hmm. Right? So now KK got 2 fouls. Now the girl guarding Caitlin Clark got 2 fouls. So now that allows somebody like Caitlin Clark to get off, because I can't play as aggressive as I was playing. Mm-hmm. So that was more so like my problem. Like, if it's a foul, call it. But if it's like, I think it's a foul, keep that whistle, bro. Mm-hmm. We want to see these girls compete, and by you calling these fouls, you're changing the dynamic of the game. As far as the call at the end, I don't care too much about that, but they call them I think they call it a moving screen on one of the. Mm-hmm. Not I'm not talking about like the end, and it might have happened like in the second quarter. The girl set a screen that's like her feet are still moving. I was like, her feet weren't moving. Right. But yeah, so that was my problem with the officiating. Calling those fouls, getting those girls in foul trouble, and then that just changes how they play. It changes how you play defensively, and it changes how you play offensively, because you're worried about going to the hole, getting the charge. right? So, to your point, like if they had more players, right, they would have been less tired, and then also the foul situation
Wouldn't
would,
have.
yeah, wouldn't have been so much. Because now I got to guard you like this, like, yeah, you finna go score. If I can't be aggressive with you, so that's my biggest takeaway. Those just those calls.
One of the takeaways I got, the utter cojones and the utter will that you have to have for you to know you only got 6 players and one of your starting guards is picking up 94 feet the whole game.
Yeah.
Like the whole game. Nika Mole, right? She actually hit a big shot at the end, that 3 that cut it to 1. To know what's on the line, right? And to just not care, to throw yourself, to leave everything out there on the court. For you to pick up somebody 94 feet the entire game, my hat goes off to you. Because you know you ain't got no reserve coming in. Because, like, even if you do get a quick blow during the game, it ain't going to be long.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be long because you got to get right back out there, guard Caitlin Clark, 94 feet. And she did an incredible job, especially in the first half.
Yeah. What changed? Let me tell you what changed. The fouls.
Yeah.
She was clapping her until they started making little ticky tack fouls, and that changes. If they never called those little ticky tack fouls, she's clamps.
Yeah. Security guard.
Yeah, for real. Like, look, if you watch the game, she had her locked up. Then they called a little. I think Caitlin tried to cut back door. The girl, like, perfect defense. Wow. And then she's the one who set a screen in the first half. Another foul call on her. After that, Caitlin started getting off because she couldn't. I can't play you the same now.
Right.
So, yeah, man. I don't know. Another take. My fault.
No, you good. Go ahead, man. Get your stuff off.
Paige, I'm mad at you.
Oh. What you mad about?
So, the same one thing I love about Paige is the one thing that I don't like about what she did.
I think I know where you're going.
So, Paige, I love that she just allows the game to come to her. I love that. I'm gonna get everything in the flow of the game, whoop de whoop de whoop, and I think that's what Gino loves about it, right? Mm-hmm. But there comes a time in the game where you take the ball, right? You put it right here on your hip, and you start pointing. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. I'm about to go get us a bucket. Mm-hmm. Forget the offense, I'm the offense. And that's the one thing I do love about Caitlin Clark, that she like, yo, give me the ball, I'm about to get us a bucket, right? Mm-hmm. That's what the greats do. The greats, the champions, give me the ball. Y'all can go sit on the bench for all I care. Y'all can get back on defense right now.
Yeah.
Get ready, because I'm about to go get us a bucket. So I don't think Paige, as great as she is, she didn't, and I've seen her, like, she got a bag. Mm-hmm. She got off the screen, she got a handle, she got a post up, complete game, play defense, rebound. But for me, she did seem a little tired too. I'm just watching her get up and down the court. She seemed like she was a little fatigued as well. So that might have been what it is. But it comes a point where you got to be like, yo, give me the ball, wherever it is, high post, the block, because she be everywhere, so I can go get us a bucket. And so with that, that's kind of the one thing I had with like Paige. And then Caitlin was the opposite. Yo, give me the rock, man.
Yeah. Even for good or better. Like, because in the first half, she was just, that was ugly. Mm-hmm. But she got the confidence. She took the bull by the horns, and eventually she got the team over the hump. But to your point about Paige Becker's her style of play, yeah, a lot of people say that Caitlin Clark is like Steph Curry, which I would have agreed with it until I watched the game last night. Mm-hmm. To me, Paige Becker's has the more Steph Curry-like game. Yeah. Because, I mean, they don't have a Draymond Green that they can run the offense through, or a Draymond Green-like player they can run the offense through. But she, like you said, she gets her buckets within the flow of the game. And if you look at Steph Curry, he does the same thing.
Yeah.
But to your point, however, he will give me the rock. I'm gonna go get us a bucket, and that's kind of like the best and the worst thing about her, right? She's not as aggressive, but she also isn't alienating her teammates, right? She'll move the ball around. So
Yeah.
I think she got to work out that balance in the future. Also, we're talking about a girl in Paige Beckers that is coming off 2 bad injuries, right? I mean, so maybe she'll be better next year. Probably will be better next year. So she'll be a year removed off of the last injury. So we only, like, you know it, you've been injured before. It takes a year just for you to get back on the court, right?
Yeah.
And then it takes another year for you to get back to where you was.
Yeah.
So that's 2 years.
Yeah.
She's had 2 injuries. So, matter of fact, essentially, she got another year before she can really get back on the court, quote unquote. And then after that,
it should be a problem next year.
right.
Well, she's a problem this year, but she's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, especially if you give me 2 more players at least to play a damn Final Four game.
Give me a full roster.
Right.
No, it was a good game. Shout out Paige. Shout out Caitlin Clark. I'm trying to think of Caitlin Clark plays like Steph, but she plays like Steph when he's heat checking.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
So
like
I would really comp her. I would really give her a comp of like a not really a Steph, like a Trae Young.
perfect.
Yeah, she's more of a Trae Young than a Steph to me. But you can't be like Trae Young, right? Because that ain't gonna get as much
Pub.
right? So I think Caitlin's Clark comp is a little bit more Trae Young, maybe not even Trae. I give her a comp Damian Lillard. He's not really running off screens. He shoots deeper threes than Clay. I mean, not Clay than Steph.
Right.
Lillard, right? That's the name.
Caitlin's first shot, I think it was like it was a logo.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, if I wanted to give her a comp, her comp for me is more Dame than Steph.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Paige, it'd probably be more Steph than anybody else. Cause she's coming off the screens. She's not really forcing nothing. I needed her to force some stuff.
Yeah. Get a little more aggressive. But that might be the offense that Gino like to run too.
Yeah. But great players comes a time where it's just like, what? No. So,
give me the ball.
Yeah, give me the ball, man. Go, get out the way. Try to get to the final. Try to get to the championship, man.
All right. So to me, one of the worst feelings in the world is when I'm just like super hungry, right? And I go to the kitchen, I start making me some food. Let's say I'm making chicken, like chicken breast or something like that.
Okay.
So I put it in the oven or however I like to cook it.
Gotcha.
I got all the sides, the garnish ready. You know what I'm saying? About to have me a nice meal, right? Like I said, I'm super hungry. Put it all on my plate, sit down, cut into the chicken, and that thing pink. So what that mean? Now I gotta put that thing in the oven for another 10, 15 minutes while I'm sitting here starving. And all the rest of my food is ready. That is one of the worst feelings to me.
Mm-hmm.
So why you
I'm trying to picture it.
Huh?
I'm trying to picture it. But go ahead.
So my comp to that scenario.
Yeah, this where we going with this.
My comp to that scenario is of undercooked chicken is Bronny James declaring for the 2024 NBA draft.
Okay, I was like, where are we going? Okay. Got it. All right, got you. Bronny James is undercooked chicken because you can't eat it.
You can't eat it. It ain't ready at all. Because if you do eat it, that's a
If
wrap,
it's a steak,
son.
you'll be okay. If it's a steak, you be all right.
Yeah, you can have a little medium steak. You can have a
Yeah.
rare steak.
Yeah.
You can have steak tartare. That thing ain't cooked at all.
Yeah.
He ain't no tartare.
Okay, he ain't steak, he chicken.
He chicken.
Okay.
Bro, that thing need to be fully cooked, 165 degrees at least.
Okay. So Bronny, you declared for the draft.
Bronny declares for the NBA draft 2024. And I should also point out that he is also retaining his eligibility, which is smart because that's what he should do.
I see where you get drafted. How does the draft work though?
What do you mean?
Like, like if he were to get could he get drafted? Like, nah, I don't want to do it no more.
So he said he retaining his eligibility, right? So if he gets drafted and he don't like where he goes, he can still go back to college.
Got you. So Lakers got to draft him. If the Lakers don't draft him, he going back to college.
Not even, because I think I don't want to talk about LeBron, but I don't. Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could do that.
Good.
But my thing is, bro, this ain't done, man. This need to go back in the oven for about 10, 15 minutes. I'm looking at his season stats. Like, first off, how many spots is it in the NBA? Like 400, 450?
Something like that.
And people that get drafted are mostly starters in their previous stops, right? So it's levels to it, right? So high school, you the man.
Mm-hmm.
And then they pick the best man, and then they get to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
And then in college, you the man.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA picks. The NBA picks.
Edited it.
The NBA picks the best man.
Yeah.
Right? And then once you get to the NBA, hopefully you still the man. Or then you find your little niche if you're not the man.
Yeah.
But to get to the next level, most of the time you was the man at your previous stop.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10, you was the man at your previous stop.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Ronnie wasn't the. There's no. I don't know. I didn't follow him in college. I mean, I didn't follow him in high school, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, probably, maybe. Anyway.
I would know more than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, continue.
Anyway, he didn't even start at USC, which is no problem. That's fine.
Yeah. Devin Booker didn't start at Kentucky.
Devin Booker didn't start at Kentucky. Cool, but Devin Booker didn't average 4.8 points a game, 2.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists. I mean, he shot 36% from the field.
Yeah.
So this is like privilege at its finest. To have you don't gotta be the man, but you're not even next to the man with those numbers. To have the audacity to say I'm gonna declare for the draft, because those are not even second round pick numbers. Because even second round picks, they got numbers. You know what I mean? So I hope he doesn't go to the NBA, because this is gonna be. I don't know, man. It's just not. I don't foresee him being impactful in the NBA unless his daddy go with him somewhere. And then that's just gonna create a whole another set of problems, man. You're just gonna deteriorate an organization from within, I believe, because there's gonna be a whole bunch of resentment. We got this dude that didn't deserve to get drafted, and now his daddy coming, so we gotta play him. He taking away my minutes.
Yeah, LeBron ain't never cared about the organization anyway, so.
Exactly. Yeah, which nobody expect him to. So it ain't his job to care about the organization. However, if I'm an organization, I'm not finna let you just sit here and dismantle my organization for the stuff that you want. because what you want ain't in the best interest of the organization. Anyway, what's your thoughts?
Oh man, I can go so many different directions with this.
Oh, let's go. Take
All
it.
right. You know me, and you know how we like to do, like to play devil's advocate with each other.
Okay.
So yeah, his season wasn't that good, but he did before the season. He had didn't he have like heart issues or something?
Correct.
Right. So I don't think he had the opportunity. I don't even think he even started when the season started. Like he kind of came.
He came back in like November, December.
Yeah. So he didn't even have a chance to really prepare for the season. That's one.
Okay.
Two. You don't necessarily. I get you do have to be the man in college, I think, but also skill set matters.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that if I watch his skill set, he's not going to be. I don't think he's going to be a superstar. Right. Watching his game, he's a traditional point guard. He gives me Chauncey Billups. Right.
Okay.
Like I'm a runner offense. Right. Big shot when he was with Detroit, or when he was with Melo in Denver. Right. I'm just gonna run your offense. I can knock down some open shots. I'm gonna play some defense, and I'm gonna run the team. Right. If you're looking to bring him in to be a superstar, yeah, you tripping.
Yeah.
But I think he has enough basketball. I think he's talked enough basketball with his dad. I think he's been around basketball enough. He can knock down a shot. He's about 6'3". What's the point of saying in college if I can go to the league and work on my game 24/7? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if I get drafted, and then they send me to the D League, I think that's better than staying in college, right? Because the goal is to get as close as I can to, playing in the NBA. And if somebody will take me, cool, draft me. And if it's nepotism, who cares?
Okay.
Right? My daddy LeBron James, draft me. I'm declaring too. But I think he has the game. I think he'll be fine. And I think it's just an opportunity for him to, get his career started sooner. So I don't see a problem with it.
You said Chauncey Billups, huh?
Yeah, big shot. Yeah, I know you about to read off his college numbers. Read off his college numbers. He was a dog at Colorado. I already know.
Come on, man. 18.5 points a game.
I know.
And that's in the 90s.
Yeah, that's college. 18 college, you old man.
Right. Yeah. That's damn near over 30% of the offense.
Yeah.
18.5 points a game. 5 assists, but he was a scorer in college, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then, he's a point guard, so I'm not looking at all the other stuff. But shit, damn near two steals a game. I mean, you said your comp was Chauncey. I don't see that.
So I ain't talking about college comp. I'm talking about if he went to the league.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be his comp. A comp of where I'm just going to. Who is it? Tyus Jones? I think, who is he at right now?
Tyus Jones. Oh, he was with Memphis, but I think he ended up going. Washington. Yeah.
Right. So I think Bronny's just a traditional point guard, right? Mm-hmm. He's gonna run your offense. He's gonna play some defense. He's gonna knock down some open shots. He's gonna get everybody in the right spot, right? I think he got that from basically, how LeBron, he's a point guard too, but I think he's gonna be that minus the scoring, right? Derek Fisher type of guy. Just your traditional point guard. I would say Rondo, but Rondo is a whole different animal beast to me. We gotta have a debate one day. Rondo top 5 point guard all time.
Yeah, we're gonna do it one day.
Rondo top point guard all time. But yeah, I think he's gonna be fine, man. The numbers don't show it, but and in high school he was okay. In high school they didn't think he was that good either. But
I mean, you just said you playing. I don't know if you're playing devil's advocate or. I mean, these are your true feelings, obviously. But as you keep talking, you talking yourself off the ledge.
This is my thing. I'm not a big numbers guy.
Okay.
Right. That's just not. I know. I think the numbers argument for me is just always
It's an easy out.
it's the easy out, right? Like when we always talk, when I talk Kobe, LeBron, they're like LeBron got more points and this and that. I'm just like, all right, cool.
Mhm.
When I watch, I want this guy. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like I don't be knowing Patrick Mahomes numbers, but I watch the game. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take him.
yeah.
The numbers don't matter. So when I watch Bronny James, he has it. The dude is athletic. He can knock down a open shot. He plays defense. He's smart. He's a great passer. He has the tools, right? I just think he's playing basketball the right way, right? Which is great. And I think when he gets to the league, he's going to be fine. It's kind of like how do I put this? When people get their kids ready for like basketball, it's like, oh, I'm gonna teach my kid the in and out. I'm gonna get you the bag, right? It's only one or two superstars per team.
Yeah.
Unless you about to be Kobe, LeBron, Giannis, Luka, you have to fit into a role, right? Unless you just you got to fit into a role, and I think his game, right, is perfect. Is perfect for the NBA game, right? If his dad is LeBron James, you think his dad is developing him to be a high school player or a college player or NBA player?
NBA.
NBA, right? Just boom. I'm getting you ready for the league, son. This college stuff, whatever. This high school stuff, whatever. This is the stuff you need to work on because we beginning with the end in mind. The end goal is to be in the league, right? And if I'm getting my son ready for the league, I'm probably gonna get his game, and I want to play with him. I'm tailoring his game to play with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Can
but
you knock down the open shot, son?
okay, but you just said like you said it's only one or two per team, blah. And
Yeah.
as we already know, it's only one LeBron James, right?
Yeah.
So how you just said it, you prepared him to play with me, cool. But I'm only gonna be there for a year if I go wherever you go. So you ain't gonna play with another LeBron.
But I'll play with a Giannis, and it's not necessarily playing with a LeBron James. That point guard, the type of point guard I'm describing, is the one that wins your championships. Right? Chauncey Billups, the Derek Fisher, trying to think, the Jason Kidd type of point guard where I just need you to knock down the open shot, get everybody in the right position, right? Get the ball to LeBron, get it to a Giannis, get it to a Joel Embiid, get it to a Tim Duncan, get it to a Dirk, get it to a whomever, right? Set everybody up, knock down the open shot if they help off you. Play some defense, make the other point guard uncomfortable, be able to switch on to the two, be able to come and help out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think his game is tailored for a championship point guard in the NBA.
Okay, with that being said, do you think it's the right move for him to declare for the draft right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I saying in college for? My game is for the league. What am I saying in college for? To play with these little dudes who don't want to pass the ball, who don't want to do things the right way, to go to class for a degree that I know I don't need.
Yeah.
What am I staying here for? For real, what am I staying here for? You tell me why I need to stay in college. To work on my game, I can do that in the league.
And get paid for it.
And get paid
Handsomely.
for it. Yeah. Not that I need money, but what am I here for? Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go, Bronny. You know who I'm excited about, though? Bryce. I can't wait.
I know you like Bryce.
My boy gonna be the GOAT. I'm telling you. You heard it here first. Bryce, the real one.
It'd be dope if they end up playing together. Lavar Ball knows why LaMelo and Lonzo are injured and keep getting injured.
Why they keep getting injured, LaVar?
It's them raggedy shoes and them Rudy Toot workouts.
Sounds about right. Sounds like my guy.
So in essence, LaVar Ball thinks LaMelo and Lonzo Ball keep getting injured because the workouts that they're doing in the NBA and also the shoes that they're wearing. But here was his quote. He says, People, this is Lavar Ball. People like to flip the narrative. They say, "Oh, Lavar, you work the boys out too hard. That's why they hurt." No, the reason they hurt is because they got away from me. They start doing these Rudy Toot workouts because if you keep running them heels, you're gonna keep that power and that strength. But you start dealing with these rubber bands and doing this lightweight stuff, of course you're gonna start breaking down. I see that he failed to mention that Lonzo got hurt wearing them fucking Lavar shoes the first time.
Yeah.
He said you got to condition your legs, so that's why. No, yeah, he's right about that. So that's why I always have my boys in them heels and running hard in them heels. That will make you run like a deer when you get on that court, so you don't be getting hurt. So essentially, Lavar is blaming LaMelo's deal with Puma. Well, the shoes that he got with Puma for why he always got ankle injuries. And Lavar is just, I guess, the workout. I mean, what's it? Lonzo. And Lonzo, all these goddamn L's. And Lonzo is because of the workouts and all that stuff. I mean, dog, it's stuff like that is almost genetics, right? I mean, both of them getting hurt. It can't be. I mean, where's the onus on your boys, right? He's saying the Rudy Toot workouts, they making enough money. They can go get a therapist or a trainer that can help them bodies get stronger and all that stuff.
Yeah.
LeBron do it. Everybody else do it. So it's not just the team. You got to put some of the onus on the boys, and like I said earlier, the genetics. Some people just gonna get hurt no matter what. There's nothing you could do about it.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And then Lonzo hasn't played in 2 years, so yeah, he can't do no high intensity stuff.
Yeah.
He got bad knees. And then LaMelo look like he got bad ankles. So let's fix the root of. Let's get to the root of the issue. Let's fix the issue, and then maybe these boys can have a long, successful career. But I'm not blaming Puma.
Yeah. Because I mean, other people got Pumas, right? He ain't the only one that wear Pumas.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I agree with Lavar. The Rudy Pooty Toot.
No, I do agree that I've said this before. Like, I don't think like a whole bunch of rest is what's gonna keep people from getting injured. People gonna get hurt. People gonna get hurt. Like, if you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah, you have said that.
Yeah, like, and then to me, I think not being not putting it all in is getting people hurt.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, you said that. I heard. Was it Chris Carter said that? He was like, you gotta work out. You build a little toughness by doing certain type of, like, working out hard before the season. Yeah, I think genetics plays a part. And I think a lot of these workouts. I'm not saying these guys don't work out hard, but I think a lot of it is now it's just kind of like. It do be a lot of just bands and stuff.
Yeah, like, of course. You're right.
These cool new guy workouts that like look good for like the gram or look good for social media, and it's just like, is this actually like beneficial? Right? And then a lot of stuff is just basics, man. Go in there, lift the weights, do some squats, do some like ankle strengthening workouts, run some heels. You know what I'm saying? Do some bench press, like. Yeah, I think you'll be fine, but then some stuff is just genetics. You gonna get hurt. You just don't get hurt.
Especially two brothers always hurt.
Yeah.
I don't think that got nothing to do with no Puma. I don't think that got nothing to do with no bands.
Yeah.
In this case.
And if that's the case, you just copy somebody's workouts who never gets hurt. It's like Mikal Bridges, who ain't missed a game ever in life since high school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he ain't no big strong. Well, he's strong, but he ain't no big, like, relatively speaking, he's not no big imposing threat.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, LaVar funny though.
Oh yeah, that's
One
what
thing
he
I
do.
think. Yeah, he ain't never lost though.
Never lost.
Never lost.
His son's losing to these injuries.
Yeah, yeah. I want them to stay healthy too, because I like their games. Like I think LaMelo got a chance to be a superstar in the league, like an all-star, perennial all-star.
I love Lonzo's game.
Yeah. I think Lonzo more old school with his game, and Melo more new school.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, yeah. Wait, it sucks for them.
Okay, you wanted to talk about something?
My boy Stephon Diggs going to Houston, H-Town, baby. With what's his name? Is it
C.J. Stroud.
Jay Stroud? Yeah, man. What you think about that? How you feel about that?
I love the move. I love when teams give their superstars or their best players weapons to work with. You know, I mean, C.J. Stroud wasn't really short of any weapons last year. He was just young.
Yeah.
They just had a young team. They got a true solidified number one receiver.
Okay.
But I would also be wary that the past two previous stops for Stephon Diggs he has left unceremoniously.
Yeah.
He has left with a grudge. They have gotten rid of him because of him, not production, but because of him. He left excuse me. He left Minnesota because he wasn't happy there. He left Buffalo now because I guess he wasn't happy. But I think that's more something to do with his personal feelings between him and Josh Allen. I think that he is one of those guys he's one of those people that are never happy. They only happy when they unhappy, if that makes any sense. So wherever he goes, he's gonna find a way to not be happy. But on the surface, I love the move. You got a number one, so it's gonna be Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, and what's the other guy? Nico Collins. So he got some weapons. And everybody young, and they can pay everybody they want because C.J. Stroud don't got to get paid for another 2 or 3 years.
That's the recipe. That's
the
recipe.
That's the recipe.
Yeah.
They got it down to a T.
So how this move? Where does this move put them in regards to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens? Really, those two teams.
To be honest, the Kansas City Chiefs last year was the worst Kansas City Chiefs I've ever seen since Patrick Mahomes has gotten there. Yeah. So, with that being said, Houston is still young. So, young teams, I don't care what sport, young teams don't win championships.
Okay.
So, I wouldn't put them number one or nothing like that. I would, with a healthy Joe Burrow, I would put, just on the surface, just from not watching any game, just off season, right? I would say the Bengals. Are we talking about the whole NFL or just the AFC?
No, just AFC.
Okay. So I would put the Bengals number one.
Okay.
The Ravens lost a lot of pieces, but they added one big one. I'll put the Ravens, Chiefs, Texans.
Okay.
So yeah, Bengals, Ravens, Chiefs, Texans, and I'll maybe throw just to round out the top five. Probably throw Miami in there. Only if they get a playoff game in Miami, because if they go anywhere else, it's a wrap.
Gotcha. I agree with your top four, top five. I'll probably take Miami out.
Yeah, I just it's somebody I had to throw in there.
Maybe throw the Browns in or something.
Oh, I forgot about the Browns. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. You're right. I think it solidifies them in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Before they could have been 5 or 6, but I think it solidifies them top 5, really 14. All right, man. Yeah, no, I agree. Stephon Diggs is a good receiver, but yeah, giving me because he's not a bad guy. So before I say this, I don't think neither one of these guys are bad guys, but he reminds me of T.O.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that.
Yeah, just something is going on. I love T.O. T.O. is like my favorite receiver of all time, but somehow, some way, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it may be due to a lot of times they don't like the people that look like us, that we don't conform and talk and act the way that they want us to act. Right. We don't. So, but I like the move. I like Diggs. I think he's gonna have a huge season. I think the issue with him is he should be running that ball. He be running that ball when he wants the ball. If you don't give him the ball when he wants the ball,
right. That's one of my biggest issues with him. Like receivers of that nature, right?
Yeah.
I'm cool long as I'm getting the ball, win or loss.
Yeah.
Like, but if we not even win or loss, if we winning and I don't get the ball, I'm unhappy.
Yeah.
Right. And if we losing and I get the ball, shit, we good, baby.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
that's kind of what happened at the end of last year with the Bills, because they changed the offensive coordinator and they started running the ball more, and he started getting the ball less.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that got something to do with it. And he was already coming into the season unhappy anyway.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Like I'm trying to. They want the ball. It's kind of like I'm trying to do the basketball comp. Like I want to win the championship only if I'm scoring 30. But if I'm scoring 15 and winning the champion, like if I'm scoring 30, if I'm scoring 15 and winning the championship, I'm not gonna be happy. I'd rather score 30 and lose who?
Harden.
Oh, yeah. I think more so like Carmelo.
Okay.
Yeah,
apples to apples.
I want to score. And if we happen to win, this is what it is. I want to score, and if we happen to win while I score, great.
Mm-hmm.
If we lose, I still score.
And I think you find that more so in receivers in football than the NBA, because I think the way that they structure their contracts, I have to be that way.
Yeah.
Because look at it, like it's a lot of the contracts are incentive based. So I got to get 100 catches so I can meet this threshold for this amount of money.
Y'all playing with my money.
You playing with my money. So So I understand it in that aspect, right? So we change offensive coordinators, and I'm trying to come up on this, say, $100,000 incentive, and we start running the ball. You stop giving me the ball. I just lost $100,000. Give me the ball. I need my money. But if you just already if they already put that money on the contract, it's guaranteed no matter what, if you get the catches or not, based on your level of receiver. I don't think a lot of these receivers in that way will be so demonstrative or be such a cancer, right? Because like you said, you playing with my money. Give me the ball so I can get my money. But if I already got my money, it's all good, baby.
Yeah, and when I signed the contract, I had this coordinator who I knew threw the ball, so I'm like, oh, that's too easy.
Right.
We changed to a running guy, and then sometimes I've heard stories of where they'll do to be up. You know what I'm about to say? Do to be 2 catches away, and they be like, hey, you hurt. And sit
yeah. Well, they stopped throwing it.
Yeah.
They did that. They did the same thing to I don't even like Russell Wilson, but they tried to do that to him last year. Yeah. It was like, hey man, you could restructure your contract so we ain't got to pay you. But hold on, I'd be like, hold on, wait, what? Don't even finish your sentence.
Yeah.
You talking about restructuring? You better restructure your ass out of my office.
The office he had.
You better restructure your ass out of my office, man. Stop playing with my money.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Harry Potter and the audacity of these people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you gonna come to me talking about trying to pay me less,
Yeah.
and I already signed this contract. And that's oh God, I hate. This is what I really hate about the NFL. Right? They want these players or whoever. They want them to take a pay cut when it benefits them.
Yeah.
When it benefits the team. Yo, take a pay cut so we can better the team. No, you find the money. That's not my job.
And then get mad at the players if the players be like, y'all need to pay me more.
Yeah.
Because I'm outperforming. No, you signed the contract. Like, which one is it?
Right.
Is we signing the contracts and they count, or do they not count?
Right. Because otherwise, we just might as well just be out here.
Yeah.
Whatever you give me, boss, I take it.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, like contracts in the NFL mean nothing. They mean nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Squat.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. That's been the Rellovent Podcast with your hosts, Rello and Rob. Until next time, we'll see you when we see you. Be easy.